Wonderful. Good job.
Hello, my polygonal friends. This is a surprise video in the Green October. This video will actually be a collab with That Horror Dude, where we will both be covering an analog horror series. We'll be covering Dog Nightmares. It is a series created by a YouTuber called Piggy. Go check out Horror Dude's video on the series to see his perspective on it. And with that all out of the way, viewers beware, you're in for a scare. The first video, titled Dog Show, consists of the camera person watching a TV show while looking at this photo. We learned from a community post that this person is named Emily. Also, I can't really tell what the photo says. You can probably guess why. Then, while we are looking at the picture, we see this happen.
Could be trouble.
We see a dog with human eyes staring directly at Emily. Now, one thing to note here, the show Emily is watching here, and will continue to watch throughout the series, is called Wegmans Dogs.
That is not correct.
It is a sketch on Sesame Street. I don't really know why it has realistic human eyes and silence on a dog. I don't think that would be in the Sesame Street sketch, but anyways, on to the next one. The second video, titled Childhood Dreams, is pretty interesting. The video consists of photos of animals and drawings of said animals. We see flamingos, rhinos, snakes, goats, etc. And we even see some photos from Emily's house. Some of her family, some photos of her as a wee child, and some photos of the staircase. We then see Emily collecting all of the photos and drawings we've been seeing throughout the video before finding a new one. One of the Wegman dogs outside of Emily's window. We then see this happen. Now normally, it just looks like a pitch black window, but if we brighten up the footage, we see this. Keep this in mind, we'll come back to it. Anyways, on to the next one. The next video, titled 1/04/2009, doesn't have too much to talk about.
There's nothing.
Thank you, son.
But it still has some pretty notable things. First off, we get a time period of when these videos take place, that being in January of 2009. And second, we see Emily just watching more Wegman tapes before this happens. The screen starts glitching, and for a few seconds, we see the Wegman dog staring right at the camera. Right at Emily. Anyways, on to the next video. The fourth video we'll be talking about is really interesting. It is titled, My New Best Friend! I said it loudly because there's an exclamation point at the end of it. It starts off with Emily hanging up a flyer of her lost dog, Bailey. This video takes place in March of 2009. We then see a note on screen from Emily. Pause if you want to read it all. But, basically, the note just says that Emily is holding out hope that someone finds Bailey. One strange part about this note, though, is that she says that someone has been repeatedly calling her, but not saying anything when she answers. We get another note basically saying that Emily has found more Wegman tapes, and we see Emily opening a present from her friend. The friend gave her a Wegman card and a collection of Wegman shorts, all on one tape. We then see Emily showing some photos of her family and herself before we see this. Guys, that's not what a dog's head should look like. He's right behind me, isn't he? In all honesty, though, it's actually such a creepy visual, bro. Really well done. We then see more notes of Emily holding out hope for Bailey, and that somebody has been taking down the missing posters. We also see this. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, okay.
We then see this play out.
Mommy has left to go to work. And I am left to play all by myself. She warned me not to open the door to strangers. She says if I ever hear knocking on the front door, I must go up to my room really fast and lock the door until she comes home.
Emily then starts talking about this hole in the wall on the staircase. We then see Emily investigating it. That's about it for this video. A lot of info. Yeah. On to the next one. Okay, I was gonna talk about Bailey next, but it's just mostly Emily painting a photo of her and Bailey. Really nice cinematography though, but yeah. So instead, we'll be talking about the final video titled, "What Are You Afraid Of?" We see it is Christmas time, judging by the snow on the ground and the Christmas tree in Emily's house. We then see this happen. We hear someone knocking at the door. Emily stares at the painting for a while before hearing a dog bark. We then see something go across the screen. It kind of looks like a flannel. The video ends with another bark before cutting to paper which reads, "That is not my Bailey. My Bailey is afraid of the dark." Anyways, on to the outro. Now, what do I think this series is all about? Well, I have two theories. The first is that the Wegman dog is trying to replace Bailey. It took down the missing posters of Bailey, it tries making the same sounds as Bailey, and is just trying to get closer to Emily, either with good intentions or bad ones. Or, a second, more out there theory is that Emily actually created the dog creature. Think of it. This isn't actually, the Wegman dog, So what if Emily somehow created it? Emily loved those Wegman shorts. And then, when Bailey went missing, what if her drawings made the dog man come to life? This could be true because we see Emily's drawings and then the real life counterpart in episode 2. And then we see the Dogman drawing and the real life counterpart. I know it's like a kind of a crazy theory, but yeah. One final thing, I think it's really interesting how this series has kind of evolved from just, you know, your average analog horror. And it's more cinematic. It's really good. Make sure to check out Horror Dude's channel to see his analysis on the series. And subscribe to Piggy Soda. Both of their channels are linked in the description below. And while you're there, consider giving me a subscribe too. I'd really appreciate it. Anyways, I've been Sam. I'll see you next week. Peace.